Wing Chun is very well known for its chain punching, especially anybody who's seen the Yip Man films or have watched a lot of Wing Chun demonstrations. You'll notice that chain punching is something that's very, very prevalent. Chain punching is one of the best tools for beginners for self-defense, because basically the idea is, instead of just trying to put all of your stock into one punch, we're going to go in there very aggressively and try to put our opponent down. If the first punch doesn't do it, then we try for the second, third, fourth, fifth. It's not an ideal strategy for fighting. Obviously, if we're going to punch, our idea is that if we can do one punch and knock the guy down, this is much better than brutalizing somebody with 10 punches a second. However, beginner normally lacks a little bit of power in their punch, so that's why beginners generally have to rely on chain punching a little bit more than senior students. When you become more advanced in Wing Chun, you'll actually wean off of chain punches, for some sifus almost completely altogether. So chain punching is really a tool for beginners. It's not the most advanced tool in Wing Chun. So the idea is that we want to create an overwhelming offense situation. When somebody attacks us, rather than trying to block things as they come one by one, we want to go in and give our opponent a problem basically before they give us one. So the basic idea behind the chain punch is that you're going to have one punch roll right over the top of the other. So when you punch, you actually don't want to retract this one before you launch the other hand. That would allow a gap, that would allow pressure. If your opponent was coming in, they could hit you. You're going to launch the backhand first along a straight line, and when your backhand is about 3/4 of the way there, then you're going to retract the other hand. It's a very common error that people pull this one back before they launch. But ideally what we want to do is keep our shoulders down, shoulders back, launching from the elbow as always, the backhand, and then replace it at the very last moment. Okay? An easy way you can test this is take a focus mitt and put it on the wall and punch it. All right? If you punch incorrectly, the focus mitt's going to fall. But if you punch correctly, you're going to keep it pinned on the wall. So light chain punching would look like this. One by one. The backhand launches, you're landing with the bottom 3 knuckles, as always in Wing Chun, and then eventually you can go a little bit faster. But I wouldn't worry too much about speed at first. It's more important that you have a quality chain punch, and later, of course, you train the power, which is much more important than doing a lot of fast, ineffective punching.